Hey everybody, it's Daniel Preshaw with His House Property Management. Hope you're doing well today. I am reaching out via video again with Monday management tips, and I have a pretty simple one for you today, and it is coming up because we've been doing a lot of it. The management tip for today is to hire a professional to lease your property. Pretty simple, right? If you have a rental property and you're struggling with the leasing process, I'm going to give you some tips and guidance on how we handle these processes and why you should do it. So let's get into that. So why should you hire a professional to lease your property? Number one, it substantially increases the likelihood that you are going to have a high quality tenant in your property. Number two, compliance with state and federal fair housing laws. And number three, because you hate it. And I know you do because I talk to a lot of landlords, a lot of self-managing landlords on a regular basis who just don't enjoy it. And so when I talk about leasing, there's several aspects to that leasing process, and we offer leasing as kind of a separate service. So if you go through the process of, if you talk to a normal property management company, or if you think about property management, it might not come to mind that part of that management company's responsibility is leasing, and they might be able to offer that service as a side service. So you don't necessarily have to hire us to manage your rental property on a monthly basis. And not everybody needs that, and I recognize that. We recognize that. So a lot of self-managing landlords are completely capable of managing the home on a regular basis, managing the any lease violations that might come up or maintenance requests that might come up, communicating with their residents on an ongoing basis, doing the accounting, things like that. So you don't, although we'd love for you to hire us to manage the property on an ongoing basis, not everybody needs it. So the leasing aspect of the home, you can engage us to complete just that, and I'll explain a little bit more about what that looks like. So number one, our marketing process. So it starts with a pretty simple rent-ready inspection. So we're going to walk through your property. We're gonna kind of take some notes on the condition, things that need attention, the repairs that should be made, whether it be just interior cleaning or updates to appliances or miscellaneous repairs here and there. So we'll give you the guidance and the recommendations as to what to look for. We do custom advertising photos when we get to that point. We'll do a video tour, which enables prospective tenants to view the property 24/7. And I actually just looked at our YouTube statistics, and on average, we're getting about 40 views, 40 video tour views per property when we advertise. So what that means is that there are a lot of tenants out there who maybe can't come see the property during the showing hours or during the hours in which it's available. Maybe they work during the day, and so the only time they can see it is late at night. And so those video tours are a huge asset to the marketing process, and they help lease the properties a lot quicker. So we do those on every single property that we advertise. Professional for rent signage. We do premium internet advertising. So what we have is we'll post the ad on our website, and then our website will push that ad out to a lot of other internet sites like Zillow and Trulia and apartments.com and forrent.com, etc. So there's a bunch of different there's a lot of different advertising platforms that we push to. Tenant screening is kind of the second piece of the leasing process, which we take care of in this what I call lease only service. Criminal background history, eviction history. We do a credit report with a TransUnion resident score, income verification. So we're collecting pay stubs, and especially right now, it's extra important to make sure that the income is legitimate and that the people are still earning it. So in addition to the income verification, we're going to do employment verification. We're going to communicate with these applicants' prior landlord to make sure that they were good tenants. So we'll do a landlord verification on every single tenant, and sometimes two, depending on the amount of time that they were at their prior property. We search for collections and judgments. We search the sex offender registry list. We do a pet screening um, and assistance animal validation. So if a prospective person applies and they have an emotional support animal or an assistance animal, then we go through the process of validating that and either approving or denying it based on the information we collect. And then the leasing and move-in coordination is also part of our job in this leasing process. So phone and email communication with the tenant leads, conducting showings, tracking the leasing metrics. So we provide a report to all of our owners on a weekly basis regarding how many leads we have, how many are qualified leads, how many are not qualified leads, how many scheduled showings, how many applied. So it's a weekly update on activity on the property. We do the collection of the security deposit and the prorated rent as part of this process. We provide an attorney prepared lease and addenda. So we make sure that from a legal standpoint, you're well protected. Our lease has been drafted by some local attorneys here in Northern Colorado who are the best of the best. And it's a very thorough lease that covers everything. We'll do a thorough documentation of the move-in condition of the property. So that's really, really critical when you're moving that tenant out on the back end, because you have lots and lots of photos, hundreds of photos of, the condition of the floor, the walls, the cabinets, the bathrooms, the landscaping. Everything is documented with a photo. And then we do a move-in survey to the tenants to make sure that they're satisfied and happy and everything is good. So make sure to hire a professional when you go through the process of leasing your home. I think it'll make a huge difference, and we would love to help with that. If you don't want to hire us for the ongoing management of the property, we understand. And I hope you'll give us an opportunity to lease the home for you. And I hope you enjoyed the tips today. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you guys soon.